Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a close look at 5 animals at Chester Zoo, starting with the aardvark. If you are looking to spot one, the aardvark is one of those animals that quietly steals your attention. Not flashy, not loud, just unusual, ancient and endlessly fascinating. Aardvarks are native to sub-Saharan Africa and they spend most of their lives out of sight. They are nocturnal animals, meaning they're usually active at night, so seeing one moving around during the day always feels like a little bit more of a bonus. At first glance, the aardvark looks like a collection of spare parts borrowed from other animals. The ears of a rabbit, the snout of a pig, the body of a small bear, and a long, powerful tail that looks almost kangaroo-like. But despite appearances, the aardvarks are completely unique. They are the only living member of its entire animal family. One of the aardvark's most impressive features is its digging ability. These strong front legs and large claws aren't just for show. In the wild, an aardvark can dig a burrow in minutes, disappearing underground almost as quickly as it appeared. These burrows don't just benefit the aardvark either. Many other animals later use them for shelter, making the aardvark an important part of its ecosystem. Food is another area where the aardvark really stands out. Their diet is made up almost entirely of ants and termites. They can eat tens of thousands of insects in a single night. They don't chew in a traditional sense. Instead, they use an incredibly long, sticky tongue, which can reach up to 30 centimeters long, to lap up the insects straight from the nests and tunnels. Because ants and termites are so small, aardvarks don't need sharp teeth for biting. In fact, their teeth are very unusual. They grow continuously. They don't have enamel like most mammals. Instead, they're made up of tiny tubes, which is something no other animal has. Despite their size, aardvarks are generally solitary and gentle animals. They rely more on smell and hearing than eyesight, and those large ears are constantly moving, picking up sounds even when they're feeding. When threatened, an aardvark is more likely to run or dig than fight, and if it does decide to dig, it can be underground in seconds. Seeing an aardvark here at Chester Zoo is a reminder that not all remarkable animals are loud or dramatic. Some of the most interesting creatures are the quiet ones that go about their own business in their own time, perfectly adapted to a life that most of us never see. If you're patient and can slow down for a moment, the aardvark rewards you with one of the most distinctive and memorable animal encounters in the zoo. The sun bear may be the smallest bear species in the world, but it's packed with personality. Native to the tropical forests of Southeast Asia, sun bears live in warm, dense environments, where climbing and foraging are part of everyday life. Unlike many other bears, they don't rely on cold climates or hibernation. Instead, they're active throughout the year. One of the first things people notice is the pale crescent-shaped marking on the bear's chest. This is where the sun bear gets its name. No two markings are exactly the same. Some are bold and bright, while others are faint and broken, almost like a natural fingerprint. Some bears are incredibly agile animals. They spend a lot of the time in trees, using their long curved claws to climb, tear into logs, and search for food. In the wild, this gives them access to fruit, insects, honey, and small animals, hidden high above the forest floor. That long tongue is another impressive feature. It can reach up to 25 centimeters long and is perfectly designed for extracting insects and honey from tight spaces. This has earned some bears the nickname of honey bears, and watching them feed can be surprisingly mesmerising. Despite their small size compared to other bears, some bears are extremely strong. Those powerful forelimbs allow them to rip apart rotten wood with ease, and they rely more on strength and intelligence than sheer size to survive. Some bears are generally shy and solitary animals. In the wild, they prefer to avoid confrontation, relying on climbing skills and awareness of their surroundings to stay safe. When relaxed, they can appear playful, rolling, climbing, and interacting with their environment in ways that almost feels curious. Seeing a bear up close is a reminder that size isn't everything in the animal world. Sometimes the most fascinating animals are the ones that quietly go about their lives, perfectly adapted to their environment, without needing to make a big show of it. At first glance, the Okapi looks like something from a dream. With the body of a giraffe and the face of a deer, and zebra-like stripes on its legs, it almost feels mythical. But the Okapi is very real. It's one of the most unusual animals you'll ever find. Okapi are native to the dense forests of the Democratic Republic of Congo. They live in thick, shaded environments where staying hidden is more important than standing out. Those striped legs act as natural camouflage, helping calves follow their mothers through the dark forest undergrowth. Although they look quite different, the Okapi is actually the giraffe's closest living relative. You can see it in the long neck, the gentle posture, and especially the tongue, which can be over 30 centimeters long. They use it to pull leaves from branches, clean their own eyes and ears, and carefully select food. Okapi are calm, solitary animals. They move quietly, rarely in a hurry, and rely on excellent hearing to stay aware of their surroundings. In the wild, they're very difficult to spot, which is one of the reasons why they weren't known to science until the early 1900s. Seeing an Okapi here at Chester Zoo is a rare opportunity to slow down and appreciate one of nature's most subtle designs. Not loud, not dramatic, just beautifully adapted, quietly confident, and completely unforgettable. These bush dog pups might be small, but they're already showing traits of a very unusual species. Bush dog pups are native to Central and South America, where they live in forests and wetlands. Unlike many wild dogs, they're excellent swimmers and often hunt and travel close to the water. As pups, they're playful, curious, and rarely still for long. You'll often see them chasing each other around, tumbling about, or staying close to the adults for reassurance. This play isn't just about fun, it helps them build strength, coordination, and the social bonds they rely on as adults. Bush dogs are highly social animals. They live and work together as a group, communicating through soft vocal sounds, body language and scent. Even at this young age, the pups are learning their place within the pack. Watching bush dog pups here at Chester Zoo is a lovely reminder how important family and cooperation are within the animal world, and how even the most energetic beginnings are part of a carefully balanced life. Spending time watching a Sumatran orangutan is never rushed. They move slowly, deliberately, and with a sense of quiet confidence that naturally draws you in. Native to the rainforest of Sumatra in Indonesia, Sumatran orangutans are among the most intelligent primates on Earth. Their lives are shaped by the forest canopy, where they spend most of their time climbing, resting, feeding, and observing the world from above. One of the first things you'll notice is how their movements feel. The way they reach, pause, and carefully test each branch shows how thoughtful these animals are. Every movement has purpose. Nothing seems wasted. Sumatran orangutans are largely solitary in the wild, especially adult males. Females tend to stay closer to their young, forming some of the strongest bonds seen in the animal kingdom. A young orangutan can stay with its mother for up to 8 years, learning everything it needs to survive, from finding food to building nests high in trees. Their intelligence is remarkable. Orangutans are known to use tools, solve problems, and can even plan ahead. In the wild, they have been observed using leaves as umbrellas, sticks to extract insects, and carefully selecting foods based on ripeness and safety. Here at Chester Zoo, watching Sumatran orangutans interact with the environment is a powerful reminder how closely connected we are. Their expressions, their curiosity, and even their moments of stillness feel deeply familiar. Despite their calm presence, Sumatran orangutans are critically endangered. Habitat loss, deforestation, and illegal wildlife trade have dramatically reduced their numbers in the wild. Seeing them here isn't just a privilege, it's a reminder of why conservation matters and why protecting forests is so important. As you stand and watch, there's a natural urge to slow down, to match their pace, to observe rather than rush past. Orangutans don't demand attention, they invite it. Ending a visit with a Sumatran orangutan feels fitting, quiet, thoughtful, and unforgettable. A reminder that some of the most meaningful moments come simply from standing still and watching another life unfold. For watching. Please like, share and consider subscribing. It'll help the channel grow. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Please enjoy the remaining footage.